like I say, what Germany would say a lot of times is when most people ask a question, they have to send out detectives and other stuff like that. Like I said, I owned Pinkerton, the the the, the security and detective service, basically. Anyway, I owned them. I owned a lot of things. Built their buildings, stuff like that. Trained them and hired them and had them hired and trained and all that other stuff. Basically going out and then they posted their findings in the newspaper or other stuff like that, basically. Or, it was basically the first reporting or checking agency. They would do some security guard stuff, but mostly just finding out about things. Pretty much, they're a detective agency. Detective agency. Like I say, what Germany would be saying to a lot of Americans or a lot of other people is that basically, if Lucifer Star asks a question, he gets an answer. He always gets an answer. Like I said, considering that I had 1.5 exoskeletons, and also generally the human race, since I did create you, and the female race as well, I would get my answer. So, anyway, yeah, well, Anyway, though, like I said, the Germans were actually from another planet. So were the Chinese, or Asians. They were from, I believe, what's that planet? Planet Terran or something like that. They used to call it Planet Terror for some strange reason. I don't know. Anyway, though, the Germans were in command over there, basically. I think. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, I was there for a while. They helped build the Earth and everything else. Like I said, these are lots of things that you did not know and you would not know. So, anyway, lots of information, details, please, details. Anyway, like I said, you people have the internet and other things like that. I had other services. So, anyway, like I said, even people like Eddie Murphy. Who do you think pulled him out of the jungle? Why do you think he was pulled out of the jungle? Brought from Africa or someplace like that. Like I said, you can ask him. He probably knows more about his life, his old life, than anyone else. Anyway, like I said, for a while there, the real Eddie actually was opium addict or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, like I said, I think he was replaced at some point. I'm not exactly sure about Eddie Murphy. Like I said, there was another Eddie originally, and anyway, whatever. Some people said he didn't make the cut. I'm not exactly sure. So, anyway, I don't really know that much about Eddie Murphy. But I know that the person was an underwear model from basically the jungles of Africa or someplace like that. I'm not exactly sure. Probably not the jungles. Probably a town or something. I don't really know that much about him, actually. I just knew about the project or whatever, which is basically to bring him to civilization. So anyway, which he very much liked. He liked civilization, all the pretty things, all the nice things, and all that other stuff. So anyway, I don't really know. Like I say, it gets a bit bigger when, like I said, because of the fact that I'm the superstar, things would change. Things would be weird for you. Yeah, I don't really care, really, personally. I mean, it's like, whatever. This was supposed to be my vacation. After 50 trillion years or some great amount of time, I was going to take a vacation and walk among you as a person. Walk in a human body. Be flesh and blood. Be a child. Be normal. So, anyway, like I say, in the past, LSF-A colony ships, LS Titanic, the Leviathan submarines, White Star stuff. Anyway, whatever. Like I said, my life was supposed to be normal-ish. And I was supposed to see the world and all kinds of stuff. Of course, my vacation did not go as planned, of course. But oh well. Like I say, whatever. And I created the human race. Endoskeletons, exoskeletons, the dinosaurs. Like I said, but though that was more than 1.5. So anyway. Then later on you have Rodney and a bunch of other people being annoying. Like I say, I don't know about the details of everything. Technically, some cold-blooded lizards were coming to Earth to visit me. Like I said, many life forms that became sentient would realize that their intelligence or their creation had a lot more to do with me than anything else. So many people would come to do things on my behalf or just to pay me homage. Like I said, like my fountain out in front of my White House. Like all the nice pretty things out in front by my White House. But where was I? Who was I? I wasn't at the White House, that much was clear. Like I said, a consulate from some other country went to the White House and came. And they knocked on the door, and the person from the other country had told the driver to stay there until basically they got me or found me. Anyway, of course I wasn't at the White House, and some people at the White House had to bluff their way out of it, and eventually ended up killing the driver. So, a limousine that was sent to pick me up. Anyway, like I say, I don't really know. I don't really care, but basically the people in the White House did not belong there. That much was clear. Anyway, it's my house. So you killed a security guard or a driver from another country. Anyway, yeah. Somebody had to double talk or whatever their way out of it. Ended up killing him. So, anyway, because it's Lucifer White Star's house. So where is Lucifer White Star? So, anyway, yeah, well, good luck with that. Like I say. You know, Bill Gates and Zachary, he didn't want me to be known either. You know, I would tell about the fact that he had taken over my teletype room and held a whole bunch of people hostage. Some women and boys. I think they let the boys go and then had sex with the girls or something like that. Like I say, a lot of people were very upset over it. Over the actions of Zachary. So, now known as Bill Gates. Anyway. Not rich at all. He just simply edited his bank account. Or his father's bank account, actually, or something like that. I don't really know. Anyway. Then tried to have certain people killed. Anyway. Yeah, good luck with that. So anyway. Whatever. Crazy guy. Like I said, in the world of people, in the world of everything, you know, you find yourself. So, whatever, good luck with all that. I mean, especially after I die. All the information's out there now. I invented the DeathCon system. And basically built Mount Rushmore. Or NORAD, basically. A bunch of people would go down to the public and say, yeah, I traced it on a napkin. It's like, bullshit. Stop lying. Nothing about NORAD was traced on a napkin. You maybe traced what it looked like on a napkin after you paid for the tour. I said many people would pay for the tour and then they would trace things on napkins as far as what they saw in NORAD. Basically, and then try and pretend like they had built it or created it or had something to do with it. It had nothing to do with it. Many people knew that. NORAD is hundreds of years old. No one still living had anything to do with NORAD. There is no film of the builders of it. Anyway, whatever. I'm not exactly sure. There should have been film of NORAD being built and all that other stuff. I filmed lots of my mining camps and mining colonies and stuff like that. Lots of people would pretend to do lots of things. The US people. It's like, no, you didn't build that. No, you didn't have anything to do with it. It was built long before you ever came along or were born. Long before 1950.